Here we are in St John's the Evangelist Church, and I'm going to give you a virtual tour of the exhibition. These two pieces are plein air pieces. They're in one of my most favourite places in Finland called Olenka National Park. This is the point at which the lake, a very still lake, turns into this really amazing patterning before it hits the white water. To go back there in an instant. There is one of the lakes near Kilpisjärvi. It's about 12:30 at night. This is a studio piece. A little bit to the left of that there was still ice on the lake, so it was still thawing out, but it was magical, so beautiful. And of course I had to get in and have a swim. It was so clear. This is Lemmenjoki National Park, which was one of those beautiful, huge national parks, about 2,850 square kilometres of ancient pine forest. It would take a 45-minute boat trip every day to get to the falls so I could go and paint them. And that's where we had mosquito mayhem. This is the top of Kilpisjärvi. There's an upper lake right at the top, which then feeds down into the lower lake of Kilpisjärvi. This is turning around and looking down those falls into the valley of Kilpisjärvi. These, of course, are two studio pieces. They're very big. These two pieces here are the Fisherman's Rapids, which was one of the first places I found. I could hear the river and it was, oh my God, I've got to go and have a look. And it was thunderous, it was so noisy, with some very well kitted out fishermen who could not believe who this strange woman was turning up with a big blue box on her back. What the hell was she up to? Which I really had a lovely time painting. It's very, very difficult to try and get it. This here is Olenka National Park, so it's a big studio piece. I really wanted to paint it again because I really truly love this spot where the still lake turns towards rapids. And it's just that moment at which it changes, and it kind of takes all of the reflections and the light and the shadows with it, and it's quite an extraordinary place. This is Kualaja Falls, which was totally in the middle of nowhere. It was that horrible 30-kilometre there and 30-kilometre back trek on a dirt road, which had kind of turned convex, and I could only go about 30 miles an hour in the wagon. I have painted the falls. The falls are on the right. You obviously can't see them, but they flow into this beautiful deep dark pool. The falls are not in this exhibition, they're elsewhere. This is my work on Kilpisjärvi, so this is all the plein air. This was the upper part of the lake, and I spent a good 2 weeks just really studying on the bank, really looking at it and figuring it out, and having a great time, actually, sitting next to roaring water for days on end. And this last piece is to bring into perspective, you know, the human connection with nature, or my own human connection with nature. So, and this has had a lot of attention, this piece, interestingly. People seem to really love it in this exhibition. So that is the exhibition in its entirety. It's been an absolute joy to put this together, and to give the talk last night. It was really wonderful, just to kind of tell people about how it's all gone and what I got up to and how I fared on the whole trip. So we had a big turnout yesterday. I think it was about 40 people in the room, which was really lovely. Now, of course, I've got to figure out what to do next. So any suggestions on a postcard, gratefully received.